Welcome back. Here we are, day 2, Yoga Basics. You guys are looking great and ready to go. For everyone joining us online, welcome back, day 2, Yoga Basics. I am so glad that you are here once more. My name is Steph and I will be your yoga teacher for this training. Now, this is the second part of this week-long series. So if you missed video 1, feel free to head back or start here. Stretching is more what you're looking to gain some knowledge in. So today's focus will in fact be stretch. Yesterday, our focus was the core, not just the core of our bodies, but also the core foundational principles in yoga as we started to familiarize ourselves with this practice. Today, we're going to be taking a look at moving into a stretch, which is what a lot of people think of. They equate stretching with yoga. And today we're going to move into what some of you may have come in expecting yesterday, which is to get deeper into healthy lengthening of our muscles and connective tissue. So if you haven't already, at home, it looks like everyone in here has it. At home, you might find a couple of blocks helpful if you have them, and a yoga strap. This doesn't need to be anything super fancy. You can just use a belt or a tie, have that handy. And if you are at home and don't have access to yoga blocks, a couple of soup cans or books might do well, and I'll give some options without using them as well. So to get started, let's first just take a moment of mindfulness. So head all the way back on your mat, laying back with your knees up. Just feel your top half melt into the mat. Hands can be palms down for a posture that's more grounding, or palms up as a posture of just receiving. Good, just get out the wiggles. Good, find stillness right here. Now our practice today, we're going to begin and end on our mat, lying back. So we'll start here, work our way through some seated, lying down postures, some kneeling postures, some seated postures, eventually making our way back down. It's good for us to learn how to stretch in a way that is healthy for our body, restorative for our body. And today, I want you to put out any thoughts of pushing yourself. So what we want to find is that edge of maybe a little bit of discomfort, the edge of what we already know and what is unexplored in our body. So as we find a stretch, we want to move through what's easy and to the brink of the next level. So not looking to cause pain, right? No one's looking to tear anything, but you will feel some discomfort or bringing an elasticity into a place where once there was stiffness. Go ahead and bring your hands, one to the belly, one to the chest. As you inhale, feel the breath travel down the throat, through the chest, feel your belly lift. And now as you press the air back out, start from the belly. Belly contracts, lungs contract. Feel the breath escape through the throat and out the lips. Good, take another deep breath in, so deep that you feel the air push your belly up. Hold it at the top just for a moment. And now release. Drawing your core as tight as you can to push every bit of the air out. Good. 2 more just like that. as you breathe, as you feel your lungs expand, you feel your belly expand, just begin to notice what you might feel in your body, any bit of tension, any bit of tightness, even just lying here on the ground. Take note of the air on your skin, the sounds that you hear. It's raining here while this is being recorded. We can hear the rain pitter-pattering on the roof. Not to bring judgment, but just to observe. Release your hands down to your side, and on your next breath, draw your right leg up and cross it over, ankle resting on knee for reclined pigeon. Maybe even take your right hand and gently begin to press your right knee away, creating some more space in your hip. Breathe here. On your next exhale, release that leg. Inhale, switch sides, crossing left ankle over right knee. Gently begin to press the knee away, creating space in that hip. Good, we're just slowly bringing some elasticity in through this joint. Now some of you may feel this quite a bit, others may not feel it much at all. We're going to add on to get a little bit deeper with our next version. Set this foot down and switch sides. So back to right ankle over left knee, press the hip away. If this was enough for you, just stay right here. If you would like a little more, reach through, grabbing either the back of the hamstring or all the way through to your shin, pulling the legs in nice and close. Maybe take a little rock side to side, finding what feels really good for you here in the stretch. For most people, it tends to be felt the most when the shin is parallel to the ceiling. Now notice I said most people, that's not every person. Our bodies are uniquely and wonderfully made. So again, finding yourself in the role of the observer. Observe, where do I feel this? Now keeping your feet flexed here can be helpful to the knees. Good, one more deep breath in. Exhale, plant that foot back down on the ground if it's not already there. Uncross the legs. Let's switch it over. Ankle over knee, press away. Maybe this is enough, you stay right here. If you would like some extra, reach through, grab that hamstring, or through a little bit farther, grab the shin. Good, maybe a rock side to side. Find the positioning for this leg. Keeping those feet flexed. Now don't be surprised if the positioning on leg 2 feels a little different than the positioning on leg 1. Our bodies are not perfectly symmetrical. We can use our yoga practice to help bridge the gap between side 1 and side 2, but we want to meet each side where it is on that particular day, which will be different from day to day. Good, stay here, breathe. Excellent. If it's not already there, slowly return the foot to the earth, uncross the legs, and now pull both knees into your chest, really tight, knees to chest, curling up in a little ball. If you have it available, reach for opposite elbow, tight squeeze. And release the feet, roll all up into a seat. Great job. Finding your strap. And again, if you're at home, you are welcome to grab a necktie, grab a belt. Now we're using our strap as we get into these next hamstring stretches. So a little tip, finding the smallest part of your foot and holding on close to the top can help keep this. Some of you have a more rolling bands, can keep it from rolling off. So nice and flat, right up against the foot, very good. Okay, as we come back down, we're staying on our back a little bit longer. Keep the left knee bent and wrap this band around the right foot. Good, just pull that knee in, keeping a nice generous bend here. Good, good. And now begin to slowly push like you're pushing down on a gas pedal. Push your foot up towards the ceiling. Now you may be way out here, but your leg is working towards straight and you feel this stretch. Now just pull this band in a little closer, little closer, little closer, and you'll be pulling that leg in closer and closer to your chest. Excellent. Now remember, we want to find that edge of discomfort. So we're not looking to strain, to overly stretch. We don't want to cause harm to our body. We want to be gentle to our body, but we do want to work on lengthening. Wonderful. We're going to be here holding this stretch for the next several breaths. And as we do, I encourage you to remain active in your stretch. Good. Now your body, it has this recoil reaction that we should be thankful for. It's a defense mechanism intentionally designed in our bodies that when it's stretched, when your body experiences stretch, it tenses up, right? It takes a moment for your body to recognize if this is a good stretch or a bad stretch. So, meaning, let's imagine that my toddler ran out into the street and I grabbed her arm to pull her back to safety. I would be stretching her tissue, yes? Well, her body is going to recoil against that because it doesn't know if that's an intentional stretch or not. It doesn't want things ripping out of their sockets. So what we're doing here, by mindfully breathing in the stretch, is allowing our muscles the chance to realize this is a good stretch. This is a helpful stretch. So how do we do that? 1 millimeter at a time, we get a little bit deeper. 1 millimeter at a time, we allow expansion. There's no need to rush this. Using this strap just helps us to get a little bit deeper. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. Bend the knee, release the strap, set the foot down. Wonderful. Let's just switch it over. Hug the knee in, wrap the strap around the foot. Begin pressing the foot away from the body. Excellent, like you're pushing down on a pedal. And then slowly begin pulling it in. Now you'll notice side 1 and side 2, again, they may not be the same. Find each body, each side where it is that day, and breathe into the stretch. Remember that mindful breathing we started with at the beginning, allowing the belly to expand, filling it with air, pressing all of the air back out again. Continue with that. Sometimes we have a tendency, without even realizing it, to hold our breath in this stretch. Let's fight against that and work towards long, even, deep breaths. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knee, hug it into the chest, release the band, foot comes down to the earth. Wonderful. Take a couple little just gentle windshield wipers. Knees don't need to come all the way out to the sides. Just a little roll. And let's go back to that right leg. Wrap the band around the foot. Now this time we're going to take the left foot and stretch it straight out in front of you. And begin to press the foot up and draw it back. Good. Now this is a slightly more intense stretch, so you may feel it a little differently. Of course, so what do? We breathe through the discomfort. We encourage our body 1 millimeter at a time to increase its flexibility. And we show grace and kindness to our bodies. And you get a little deeper in the stretch. Are you breathing? One more deep breath in. Hug your knee into your chest. Exhale, release that foot down. Wonderful, let's switch sides. Wrap the foot, stretch the right leg out long. Begin to press the foot up towards the ceiling. Wonderful. And then slowly but surely begin to pull it in closer towards your chest. Wonderful. And again, side 2 and side 1 may not feel the same. That's okay. It's okay. Great. Push your heel up to touch my hand. Wonderful. Feel the difference? Yes. Stronger through the leg also means a little bit more engagement through your core. That's a great observation. So remember, you're invited to observe your body. You'll notice things every time you come to your mat that maybe you didn't notice the last time. And that's part of the really cool exploration of your private yoga practice. One more deep breath in. Exhale, knee to the chest. Set your band aside, your strap aside. Bring your foot to the ground. Good, hug both knees into your chest. Nice and tight, give yourself a big squeeze. And then roll all the way up into a nice easy seat. Keep rolling into tabletop position. Now hopefully this feels familiar from last time. Okay, give your belly a nice pat just to remind you to keep that core engaged. Curl your toes under and begin to shift back to down dog. Good. All right, everybody come back forward into your plank. Wonderful. Take a generous bend of the knees. Feel how your hips start shifting back here. Wonderful. And now start pressing your heels down into the mat. This will allow your knees to straighten. Good. Hold your down dog. Now don't worry, we're not holding your down dog very long. This is a stretching class today. You've got it. Now from your down dog, look forward and begin tiptoeing your feet very slowly towards the front of your mat. Every time you do, really press those heels down, get a nice stretch going for your calf. Great, grab those blocks and come into a forward fold. Good, blocks at whichever level feels good for you in this hamstring stretch. Excellent. Yeah, feel free to play around with your block, maybe a little lower, maybe down to the floor. Good. Feel that stretch. Allow your head. Now I'm kind of glancing out at you, but once you know what you're doing, you don't need to look up at me. Allow your head to relax in the stretch. Good, come onto a flat back, hands to the shins. back down. Good, lift your head, reverse swan dive, very slow. Reach all the way to the top. Encircle your right wrist with the left hand and take a nice side bend. Let's hold it right here. Good, breathe. Deep breath in. Reach up. Exhale, let's go the other way. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, slowly, let's swan dive down, 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 down to your forward fold. Maybe your hands are on the mat, maybe they're to a block. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands through heart center. Wonderful. This flow, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold, is one that you will see a lot in yoga. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. This is the first half of Sun Salutation A. We will return to this a lot in your practice. Here at LifePoint Fitness, most of our yoga is flow-based. It's often a vinyasa flow. And we do a lot of this that you're doing right now. So let's practice it 3 more times, flowing with the breath. I'll do one with you, and then we'll do it all at our own pace. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Feel free to keep the hands on the blocks. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, let's pause here for a breath. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands through heart center. Excellent job. Go ahead, pedal up the feet. Do it feels good here. We're going to turn to face the long edge of the mat and take your blocks with you, just in case you want to come back to them. Good. Now, this wide-legged fold, you're going to take with your heels directly behind your toes. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up just like we did earlier. Exhale, forward fold. Heels back behind toes. Feel free to use your blocks. Excellent. Maybe you lower the blocks. Good. Maybe you're without any blocks at all. Good. From here, walk the hands back. Play around with the depth of this fold. Good. Let's stay here for the next few breaths. Good. Now we're just coming off from having done a flow, breath to movement, and now suddenly we're finding stillness again. Just meet your body where it's at. Good. The stillness is a different type of challenge. Good. Allow your head to hang heavy. On your next inhale, come up to a flat back. Again, feel free to use your blocks in your flat back. And now shift over into a side lunge. So you're bringing your body over to the right leg. Good, and feel free once more to use your blocks here for a little support. Good, now some of you are living maybe a more open body. You might get a little bit lower into, good, this full expression here. This is called Skandasana. It's okay to be a little wobbly. You know you've got your blocks here, and you're welcome to bring your hips up a little higher. Yes, we are asking a lot of that balancing leg here in this side lunge. So again, meet your body where it is today. Good. Feel free to lift the toe on that straightened leg. Maybe your hands stay on the mat. Maybe your hands stay on a block. Good. Now for an added challenge, lift the arm. Look up, right? You feel a little wobbly. That's okay. Falling is learning. Good. One more deep breath here. If your hand is up, go ahead and bring it back, and let's shift all the way over to the other side. Side lunge, lots of options. Option one, you keep those hips really high. Maybe the fingers are on the ground. Maybe they're here on the block. Good. Now remember, today's goal is a stretching day. So if you're feeling this stretch, you are doing it right. So that's more of the focus than the strength building. But if you are ready for more, maybe get a little bit lower. Find that balance. Maybe set the blocks aside. Maybe keep them handy, right? Turn, option to lift the arm. Find where your body feels good in this today. Good, bring this up until you feel my hand. Perfect, perfect. Good, wobbles are okay, falling is learning. I think that was the most freeing thing I ever heard from my yoga teacher, was that falling is learning, because up until that point, I thought falling was failing, which meant I didn't like to take risks. If something meant I might fall, then I'd rather just not do it, right? Falling was failing, but that wasn't the case. Falling is learning. Once I was taught that, oh my goodness, how freeing it was. Hands back to the earth or to your blocks, make your way back into your wide-legged forward fold. Blocks or no blocks, if your hands are on the earth, begin to walk them back, 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 so the heels of your hands are even with the heels of your feet. Press them in, get a little deeper in your stretch. Good, walk those hands back out, up onto the blocks. Good, strong through the legs, hands to your hips. Good, and come all the way up, wonderful. Turn back to the front of your mat. Take your blocks, bring them up there to have them at the ready. Wonderful job, you guys. This is a great time to grab a quick sip of water. Now, do you remember our half-sun salutation aids? Good, we took a little break from those. We're going to get right back into them and add on just a little bit. So when you're ready, feet in a strong mountain, pressing down through all four corners of the feet. Good, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Smile. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. All right, exhale, hands, have your blocks ready as we do this for the first time. Hands to the blocks and step your left foot way back. Excellent. Drop that back knee down. Good. Having our hands right here on the blocks. Good. And now just sit up tall, hands to the knees. Excellent. Now notice, with this knee, it's back farther than my hip. Yep, just like that. Which gives us a big stretch happening right here in this hip flexor. Good. Sweep that arm up. And challenges your balance a little, that's okay. And now lean away. Good. If the lean becomes too much, come back to center, maybe take both arms high. Good. Hands back to the blocks, pop that back knee up, and step forward into your forward fold. Lower hands to the earth. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the blocks, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Good. Holding nice and strong in your lunge for one more breath. Exhale, drop that knee down. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, hands to the leg. You've got it. Now this knee is back further than your hips, so we're getting a nice stretch here. Yeah, so your back toe can be curled under or it can be down flat. That is personal preference. Find what feels good for you. Good, inhale, sweep the arm high. Good, good question. So that takes you back, lean away, into the role of observer in your body. Okay, this felt good on this side, doesn't feel so great on this side. What should I do? Meet your body where it's at. Meet each side where it's at on any given day. Good. Yoga really helps firm up that mind-body connection. You're an integrated being, right? Your physical body isn't separate from your mind. It isn't separate from your spirit. Yet, so often, come back to center, hands to the blocks. We separate it out, right? There's my intellectual body, there's my physical body. They aren't the same, but you are. Step that foot all the way back. Good, forward fold. Lift the head. Let's flow this. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. So observe your body. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Be a student of your own self. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the blocks or maybe all the way down to the earth. And let's step that left foot back. Good. Drop the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, stretch away. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pop up the back knee. Inhale, step the back foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Let me show that to you with blocks. Lift the head. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to blocks. Exhale, step the right leg back, knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lean away. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to the earth or the block, knee pops up. Inhale, step it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Good, let's do it one more time. Lift the head, reverse swan dive, inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back and knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lean away. Inhale, arms up. reach down, step it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good, let's do the other side. Lift the head, inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg back, knee down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, lean away. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to the blocks. Knee pops up. Inhale, step it forward. Exhale, forward fold. Good, let's take that half sun A one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, we're going to change it up a little bit. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left leg back, and this time, knee comes down, just like before, uncurl the toe. Now, getting those blocks out of the way just a bit, you're gonna heel toe this foot out to the side. Yeah, the right foot coming out to the side and slightly at an angle. Good, feeling a difference. Absolutely, you can keep your blocks handy to stay up a little higher as your hips learn what it means, what it feels like to create space here. Maybe you're ready to take them down a level. Maybe you're ready to set them aside. Maybe you're ready to come down to your, come down to your form. Sometimes we laugh at it, but we don't know until we try it. So finding, this is called lizard, finding what this form of lizard takes on for your body, where it feels good. And again, it might be different for side one and side two. Finding strength in the stillness. Good. And maybe stay up high the whole time. Maybe stay up on blocks the whole time. Wonderful. Good. You guys look great. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we don't want this knee shooting out over the toes ever, so keeping it nice and back and in line. Great. Breathe through the discomfort. Good, curl your back toe under, pop that back knee off. Step this foot all the way back, finding down dog. Just for a moment, pedal out the feet. Good, tiptoe those feet back up to the top. Generous bend of the knees. Give yourself a big hug, ragdoll. Good, lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Smile, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth or to your blocks. Step the right foot back. Good. Finding lizard on the other side. Uncurl those toes. Good, heel toe your foot slightly out to the side. Hands to your instep. Good, maybe you stay here. Maybe you stay up on blocks. Finding what's different on side one and side two is part of being the student of your own body, right? Maybe you get down a little bit lower. Steph, I wasn't able to do this on the other side, right? We want to treat each side unique as unto itself. Good, breathing through the stretch, breathing through the discomfort. Excellent. Holding just a little bit longer. Good, if you're down on your forearms. Begin to make your way up to your hands. Maybe you're already there, up on your blocks. Curl your back toe under, pop that knee up, and step the foot back all the way to down dog. Take a generous bend of the knees, everybody. Feeling low ribs touching upper thighs. Press your heels down into the mat. Nice, strong down dog. Good, shift forward to plank, drop to your knees, and push back, child's pose. Good, just allow your head to rest against the mat. Walk your fingertips a little farther away, press them down into the mat. The rest of your arm stays elevated, feel that stretch. Walk both hands over to the right. Anchor them into the ground, pull your hips away to the left, big side body stretch. Go to the other side, walk the hands to the left, kick your hips to the right. Come back to center. Walk your hands in towards the knees. Keep your big toes to touch and just open the knees to the width of your mat. Begin to fold forward once more in this wide-legged child's pose. Resting the head all the way down on the mat. And let's stay in this stretch for 5 nice deep breaths. Maybe get a little wiggly in this. See if you can bring your belly down a little bit farther down between your thighs. Good. 2 more deep breaths. And now let's explore that side body stretch from the wide-legged child's pose. Walk both hands to the right, kick your hip away to the left. Walk both hands to the left, kick the hips to the right. Come back to center. Plant the hands firmly in the ground, shift the hips forward, curl the toes under, and push back, down dog. Generous bend of the knees. Press the heels down. Good. And now begin to walk your hands back. Good. Just holding right here, hanging out right here. Heel toe your feet to the distance of the mat. Good. Turn them slightly out at an angle and begin to lower your body down into a yogic squat. This is called Malasana. Good. Now, maybe you're feeling like your hips are way up here and they're stuck. We're gonna work our way. Good. Just hold it. You're good. We're gonna work our way to the hips lowering. Now, in the meantime, our blocks can come in super handy here. Just dropping the block down to give us a little seat to perch on. Yep, feel free to grab that. Good. Pressing the elbows actively into the thighs, thighs actively into the elbows. So even when I'm resting, good, resting down on this block, I've still got a lot of active engagement happening here through all of my core. Good. So you can tell this is not just a stretch, it's also a strengthen. Now as the block goes away, this becomes a much deeper stretch through these inner thighs. Good. Good, I'm just gonna breathe in, and we got 3 more breaths right here. Stay with it as long as you can. Nice and strong. I'm in it with you. Good. Now remember, when you lose the breath, you've lost the yoga. So if you feel that your breath is coming really raggedly here, you're struggling for it, refocus the breath. Good, one more deep breath. Excellent, hands to the earth, turn the feet. Walk your hands forward into plank just for a moment and shift the hips back, finding your down dog. Take a few pedals out here of the feet, feeling a nice stretch in your calves for your down dog. Excellent. Shift forward, drop to your knees, child's pose just for a moment, and then swing those legs all the way around. Wonderful job. Just take a nice, deep cleansing breath right here. One more deep breath in. Excellent. Let's open up the front side of the body. Bring your hands back behind you. Feet come flat to the earth, knees up. Good. Pressing firmly into the ground. Feel your chest expand, heart shines through. Good. Now this may be enough for you. If it is, you just stay right here. If you want a little extra, begin to elevate those hips. Good. Finding a reverse tabletop. Excellent. Hold it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, release. Wonderful, wonderful. Sit up nice and tall. Let's do it again. Hands come back. Elbows draw together. Good. Inhale, pop the hips high. Exhale, release. Good. Two more. Inhale. I already said that. Pop it up. Exhale, release. Two more. I'm just showing. One more. Inhale. Pop it up. Exhale, release. Good. Come into a nice, easy, simple seated position. Option to pop a block under your hips. Sit up nice and tall to create a little bit more space in those hips, if that feels better to you. From here, inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee and reach back behind you. Now, it's super important here that we maintain integrity through the spine. So you're staying nice and tall as you twist. So we're not twisting from a hunch ever. You guys look amazing. Great. Just holding this, look back. Remember, our spine extends all the way to the base of our skull, so we want to twist it all the way. So we're not just twisting the back and our head staying neutral. Keep that twist going, really bring it out. Good. On your next breath in, sweep the arms high. Exhale, left hand to right knee. Big twist, sitting up tall first. Look over that shoulder. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Good, just allow your back, allow your head to rest down, looking back towards your ankles. Maybe your head rests on a block. Just bring that rib a little closer, and you can find the height here that works for you. Or maybe you're all the way down to the ground. Inhale, walk the hands back. Come up, take a seat. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, fold forward once more. This time, walk both hands to the right. Walk forward, around, and off to the left. Forward, around, and back to the right. Both sitting bones stay down on the ground. Forward, around, and to the left. Coming back to center. Slowly walk the hands in and make your way up to seated. Excellent job. From here, we're going to take just 2 more stretches down on our back and end in Shavasana. So begin to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Draw your right knee in. Give it a nice tight hug in towards your chest. And then move it out to the side so it's coming in towards your armpit. Good, 1 more deep breath in. And on your next exhale, wrap this leg all the way across the front of your body, pointing your gaze in the opposite direction. Gently using the pressure of that hand to press the knee a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, hug the knee into the chest. Stretch that leg straight out in front of you. Let's move to the other side. Left knee draws in, nice and tight towards the chest. And now move it slightly out to the left. Hug it in towards the armpit. Nice deep breath in here. And on your exhale, wrap this leg across the front of your body, pointing your gaze in the opposite direction. Gently pressing down. Good, maintaining integrity in the spine, meaning your spine stays nice and long and straight. Hug that knee back in to center and stretch the leg out long on the mat in front of you. Take just a moment to tense up the whole body, tense up every muscle you can imagine, glutes, jaw, eyes, fists, feet, quads, abs. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, tighter, 2, 1, release. Allow everything to sink into your mat. For your final resting posture of Shavasana. You've done so much good for your body today. Taking the time to bring length safely into your muscles. Learning how to use your yoga props to help in your practice. Learning to observe one side versus the other. And of course, learning to accept that falling is part of learning. This Yoga Basics series will be teaching you a lot of new things. It's important to have patience with yourself a lot of grace with your body as you're beginning to form a stronger bond between mind and body. Continue to bring yourself back to the role of the observer. What do you notice? Be curious. Curious about your body, curious about your practice, curious about the changes that you'll see from day to day. Now, believe it or not, I'm going to leave you the next 3 minutes to stay just completely still on your mat in Shavasana. I'm not going to say a word.
One, six, three.
Begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, circling your wrists and ankles one direction and the other. Reach your arms up overhead, allow yourself a big full body stretch. Lengthen the right side long, lengthen the left side long. Make your way into the fetal position. When you're ready, begin to press into the earth, pushing your way all the way up into seated. Let's seal our practice with one more deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. Namaste. Thank you for flowing with me today. I hope you feel like you know your practice a little bit deeper after today's stretch day. Tomorrow we're working on balance. So a whole new day, a whole new focus. And I'm really excited for you guys to just learn what new levels you're capable of tomorrow. Keep showing up, keep honoring your body, keep challenging your body. Have a great rest of the day.